Hello everybody, my name is Mark and welcome to this new video series that I am starting up, and I call it the Weekly Stock Review. I finally finished my video series, The Profitable Investor, and now I'm ready to move on to bigger and better things, and I'm going to start doing videos that I really want to do, which is talking about investing, and specifically in particular talking about what I do with my own money. Now, I searched around on YouTube and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find, I think there was one person that I found who actually did a video on his own money, revealing how much money he had in his account, what his investments were, and the video is like 6 years old. It was all the way back in 2011. I don't even remember the video, but I put in search box, you know, how do I invest my money in the stock market? What is a good portfolio? I put in as many different things as I could think of, and I couldn't find anything. I came up blank, so I'm going to be one of the only people that do videos like this. So, but I enjoy this. This is what I want to do. So here we have my Ameritrade account, and right here I have Bank of America, 400 shares. Oops. Now, you'll have to bear with me if I do that from time to time. Sometimes I have trouble keeping it on. But I have 400 shares of Bank of America right there. And then I have 100 shares of GDX, which is an ETF on the gold mining stocks. And then right here, I have 4 put options. And you're just going to have to bear with me. It keeps doing that. But I have 4 contracts. And put options are contracts to sell my stock. And I have them at the $22 strike price. Okay. So that's in case something goes screwball, and I want to show you this chart real quick on Bank of America so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this here is a 1-year chart, and you can see right around there is when B of A started going up. And what happened in that time period? The election. Donald Trump became president, and everybody believes that he's going to do wonderful things for the world and the stock market and businesses, and so Bank of America went way up. And so what could happen is that if somehow things fall through, the bottom falls out, and Trump doesn't get anything done, then guess where B of A is going to go? Right back down there. Right back down to that $16 level. Okay, so going back to my account here, I have these put options that give me the right, did it again, give me the right to sell my 400 shares at $22 a share. That's what the little 22 means right there. So, oh boy, this is really annoying. And so I paid, actually, let me go to my transactions here, and let me put in BAC, and then I bought those back in April. And right here is my transaction. It might be easier just to use this. So here's what I got in Bank of America. I bought 400 shares of B of A at this price, $22.93. Okay, spent a grand total of $9,180.95. Okay, now I'm not a millionaire here, but depending upon how much money you have is going to depend upon how rich you think I am. If you're a millionaire, then I'm just, you know, pennies, right? I'm just a big human live walking penny stock, right? But if you live paycheck to paycheck, credit card debt, and or unemployed, whatever, then I'm a pretty rich guy, I guess. So anyways, I bought the 400 shares, $22.93, spent this $9,180.95, and then I bought these 4 put options right here. Okay, these are the 4 put options. Right there is the strike price, $22 a share. That's what I get to sell my shares at. If the bottom falls out, Donald Trump gets nothing done, Bank of America goes back down to $15. Oh well, guess what? I exercise my options and I can get out at $22 a share. Cost me $205 a contract. Okay, so spent a grand total of $830. So got to subtract that $205 from the 22, brings me down to 20 bucks. So if B of A does go down to, let's say, $15, then I will save $500 a share, save me a whopping $2,000. That's the reason why I like put options. It's like buying life insurance in case something goes screwball. I'm covered. Okay. And then these call options, I sold 4 call options, which helps pay for my put options, and I sold them at the $25 strike price. Reason I did that is because I bought B of A, $22.93. Okay, $25, that's $2.07 profit. So if Bank of America, and by the way, the expiration on these calls is very short. It's coming up July of this year. That's in about a month and a half. So if Bank of America does go up to $25 or higher, then I will make, let's see, $25 minus $22.93. I'll make $207 a share, which will pay for the $205 that I spent. My put options will still be worth some money. They won't be worth what they're worth now, but they'll probably be worth over $100 a contract. I'll make the full $207 a share there, plus I get to keep this premium right there. I took in $42 per contract for a whopping total of $157.95. Helps pay for these put options, right? So now instead of spending $830.05, I subtract the $157, and let's see, that gives me $730, $680, $673 for a put option, right? So very safe position, and my puts are good all the way for 14 months, June 15th, 2018, and my shares are just stock, so I can hold those till Bank of America goes bankrupt, which it's not doing that anytime soon. So I have a very safe position. It's called a collar strategy, a protective collar strategy, and if you are an investor and you want to play it safe, and you're worried that there might be a recession, well, these collars are the perfect strategy to do. You can buy any stock you want that has put options, and then just buy the same number of put options per 100 shares per contract. It's a safe strategy. Okay. Now, reason that I'm holding Bank of America, I bought it back in April because I've done videos on what I was doing before, and I really like Nugget. Nugget is my favorite ETF. It's my favorite investment of all time. It's the one that I've made the most money on, and you know, I've done a lot. This is all Nugget here. See, I put in Nugget, and this is all Nugget, and there's no way I could even begin to keep up or explain why I bought, sold all these months. That's all the transactions I did. But when all is said and done, I did a video on it, and I made $765 on that. And so I got out of Nugget because beginning of April, Nugget made an announcement they're going to do a reverse split. When stocks or ETFs do reverse splits, that's the end of your covered call selling days, because they did a 4-to-1 split. So if I had 100 shares, well, now my 100 shares turns into 25 shares. You cannot sell covered calls on 25 shares. You got to own 100 shares. So it's my strategy. I like to do it. But anyways, that's why I got out of Nugget and got into B of A. And I like Bank of America. It pays a dividend. Let's see, how much is the dividend here? The dividend is $30 a year. So I own 400 shares, so I'm going to get another $120. I guess I can subtract that off of my put options. My put options are good for longer than a year. So that, let's see, it was $670. So now I'm down to $550. I've almost got I've almost got them half paid for, right? No, not quite. Maybe 30% paid for, but that's pretty good. And since I've only had it a couple months, right? So anyways, Bank of America is one of the stocks I got, and so it's a very safe strategy. And I'm going to do weekly videos on what B of A is doing and how my position is doing. I'm going to call this the weekly stock review, I think. And also GDX. GDX is my long-term holding. It's an ETF, and I'm going to hold this for years to come, because if there ever is a recession, then GDX is going to go up big time. And I want to show you the chart here on GDX. Okay, here's the chart. And let me go to long term. Let me go to 20 years. See how high it was at one time. Let me pull up my trend lines here. Get that out of the way. Pulling up my trend lines. Look how high it was. It was all the way up to 60 bucks. Okay, and this right here is when the housing market crashed and it went all the way up that high. So if there ever is a big time recession, then it's going to do something like that again, and I'm going to make some darn good money. Okay, but I believe in playing it safe, and I did the same thing with GDX as I do with Bank of America. I bought put option and I sold a call option to help pay for it, and I even sold a put option at the $18 level to also help pay for it, because the premium is very low on the options. Okay, so anyways, that's my investment strategy in general. I have two strategies that I use that make me a little bit of money. I'm not going to get rich or make millions of dollars overnight. Not going to double my money every year, but right now, as it stands, I think I'm about 7% for the year in the green, which is okay with me. And so let's see, what else can I say? Bank of America and GDX, those are my positions. I think right now is a good time to own bank stocks, financial sector in general. Due to the Federal Reserve might raise interest rates, and also there's all the hype going on about Donald Trump. And even if it's false hope, okay, I don't care why the stock market goes up. If false hope is the reason why I make money, and Donald Trump really is a psychopath lunatic, well, I don't care. I'm still going to make money, even if people wrongly believe that he is the godsend to the world that's going to save the world from our poverty and from all the woes that we have as a country. Whatever, either way, I think banks right now at this time is a good play. Caller strategies is a bullish strategy, and it's one of my favorites. The other one being covered calls. I tend to be a conservative investor because I used to be ultra aggressive, and I lost too much money doing that. So anyways, that's what I have right now. I have 400 shares Bank of America, 100 shares of GDX, and I got the 4 put options on Bank of America, sold the 4 calls, and same thing with GDX. I bought a put option, sold a call, but I also sold a put option at a very low strike price so that I would make profit if GDX dropped that low. So anyways, this video is a little bit longer than maybe some of my future videos might be, because this is the first video in the however many videos I decide to do weekly. This is going to be a weekly video series, and I call it the weekly stock review. And mostly I'm just going to review my own stocks and how I'm doing in my own investments. So this is my Roth IRA, by the way, and so if I can do something like this in my Roth IRA, then the thing about Roth IRAs is if you lose money in a Roth IRA, then you have a limit on how much money you can save in your Roth, and if you're under 50, then it's $5,500. I happen to be under 50. If you're over 50, it's $6,500. So if you lose money and you've already put in a max contribution, then tough luck. So that's why I am conservative in my Roth, because I prefer not to lose the money and play catch up for the rest of my life. So that's it for now. Stay tuned for next week. I plan to do weekly updates on this position. And if you're interested in my videos, if you like my videos, feel free to make requests. Put it in the comments section. If you like my profitable investor video series, and I want to flip to that real quick. And if you've already watched that stuff, you can turn the video off now. I'm just going to do a little bit of self-advertising here. This is my channel, and right here are my playlists, and right up here are my 4 playlists on the Profitable Investor, which is a video series that just goes over a lot of general advice on investing. And let me get all of that blue out of the way here. And I have my first playlist is, well, let me actually click on the created playlist. It would probably be easier to see that way. let's see here, created, there we go. Okay, so these here are my created playlists, and this one here is on getting started, this one here is risk management, this one here is on stock options, and this one here is on strategy and planning. And I feel like I've hit all the angles, but if I've missed things, or if there's things that I need to explain or to justify, let me know, and I'll try to do a video follow-up on these ones. So anyways, if you are one of the few people watching my video series, I thank you, and I hope you do well in the stock market. So have a nice day, and I will see you next week, hopefully.